It's midweek checkup, guys. I hope all of you guys are taking care of business and doing what you are supposed to be doing. And I just got back from vacation. That's why I might look a little bit tanner. Maybe you don't notice it, but I ate a lot and I did quite a bit of damage, to be honest, but hey, we learned from it. I learned that hey, there's no food out there that you're missing out other than the food that you put on your meal plan. Honestly, I was eating some good food, guys. Some of the best food in the world, because I went to Vegas and me and my sister hit every one of the basically the most, popular and expensive restaurants there. And I'm gonna tell you guys, while I was eating that, I was thinking about my meal plan. I miss my meal plan food, and it was a good revelation for me because it was, I just got into a position where I can afford going to these kind of things, and I realized, no, I like my food, my meal plans. I really enjoy my food, and I'm not missing out on anything. It was good for the experience. I'm able to check that off. I hope every single one of you get to experience of saying, "Oh, I wish I could go to that restaurant." When you were younger, it was out of your budget, but now, you can afford it and go there and see what the whole hype is about. And you see, at the end of the day, guess what? I like holding my standards more than any expensive dish in the world, right? My $5 dish of meat and sweet potato and my veggies with my favorite low calorie sauces, that is my type of food. But anyways, we're gonna get into it, guys. This is midweek, and we got our non-negotiables. We know that we got to get our steps in. We got our schedule, we got our plans, we got all our goals, right? And we got our daily task list going. And with all that, even there, we also have to intentionally grow. We put ourselves into positions to intentionally grow, and in that situation we run into failure. Now, failure is something that people need to get comfortable with, guys. The faster you get comfortable with failure, the faster you can become bolder and courageous, because you realize through failure, repetition of failure, you learn. It doesn't determine who you are, right? A lot of people fear failure is because if they fail at a task or fail at a project, one of the things that they struggle with is like, I'm not good enough, or that failure was a reflection of their value, and they identify with it. Failure is just feedback. It's just information. It is not a judgment. It's not a conclusion that you're unworthy. It's not a form of condemnation to tell you that you're unlovable because you failed. No, guys, failure is refinement. It's what learning and reflecting on what went wrong and adjusting. So what happens is after repetition, you just go like this. Oh, I learned that I need to do these things. Or, oh, I shouldn't do that again because this will happen. So when you do it again, you just go into the task with a lot more wisdom, with a lot more knowledge. There's no reason to quit, guys, because of failure or something doesn't go smoothly. Friction, resistance, challenge is good. This is what separates the weak from the strong, and it is the actual motion of it that makes people stronger. Going through the motion makes you stronger. It's the same thing. You have to learn how to appreciate the challenge, the weight, the pressure, because these are the things that actually make you stronger. Imagine if you went to the gym and they only had 5 pound dumbbells. How strong do you think you're gonna get on a 5 pound dumbbell? Oh, sorry, that was a big truck moving. But how strong do you think you will get on a 5 pound dumbbell? Or a 10? How about they max out at 30? Right? You need the 40, you need the 50, you need the 70 pound ones. Because once you get good at the other ones, you need to progressively overload. So this is the whole start of your journey. When you start, it might be complicated. There's a lot of confusion. You don't know where to start. You don't know how to do it. But you learn. You learn how to do it, guys. Don't ever stop. There's no reason for you guys to stop. There's no big enough excuse or reason for you to stop attempting and trying to achieve your goals. Never. There isn't. Because you have, right? If there's someone that tells you that, oh, there's a reason for you to stop trying, right? They're stupid. That's all I'm going to say. There's no reason in this world, no excuse big enough for you to say, I'm going to stop trying to be great. There isn't. Because you haven't realized the pain that comes with regret. There's no excuse in this world that should grant you a whole life of regret. Imagine. So for me, I did a challenge of waking up 28 days in the morning at 5 a.m. and making a video on the way to the gym. If I never did that, I would have never, I grew like 3-4 subscribers. If I never did that, I would have never developed the discipline necessary for me to wake up at that time and go to the gym every single morning. And 7 months later, or yeah, basically 7 months later, guys, I'm 4 or 5 weeks away from my dream physique. But that would have not happened if I didn't power through waking up in the morning and making a video. Doing that, right, I got a lot better speaking in front of a camera. That, in the beginning, I was tired, I was sleepy. I was like, what's the point? The whole point was the point was actually me just getting repetitions in front of the camera. I wasn't looking for like results, amazing results, becoming anything big or great. It was just me getting better at the craft that I desire to get better at. Because I know my dream is to be a YouTuber, to help and influence men to live up to their dreams and to achieve it. And also at the same time, be a role model that see that I did it, where I came from. And it was getting comfortable with failure, reassessing how I viewed failure. That failure is good. Failure is healthy. It's part of the process. You can't smoothly win at everything. Embracing challenge. If there's something that comes up, the camera's acting funny, learn how to fix it. You got YouTube. You can literally type it in and you can find someone talking about how to solve it and you can fix it. So when an issue arises, it doesn't like, you're like, oh, great. No, it's just, okay, how do we go around about it with minimal emotional toil? So embrace restriction, embrace pressure, especially if the pressure is aligned with your goals. If the stress is aligned with your goals, it's healthy, guys. What's not good is if you're stressed out about doing nothing, stressed out about doing things that are not aligned with your goals. That is called burdens. Burdens, throw that shit off and put on the stress that is necessary for you to achieve your goals. That's aligned stress, aligned burden. You want aligned burdens, because that's the stuff that's going to actually bring you fulfillment. At the end of the night, when you're tired, you fall asleep fulfilled and tired. But I'm pulling in to the garage, guys. Don't be scared of the heavier weights. Progressively overload through your stress. There's never, ever a good reason for you guys to quit and stop going after your dreams, your big goals. Nothing. And hopefully I didn't make it too late to the parking lot where there's no parking spots, because I saw a couple cars pull out. But that's a different story, guys. Other than that, guys, take care of your business. Be about your business. Dream big. Take action. Be intentional with your life. Pray to God. Receive your daily bread. And do what you gotta do. And weeks from now and months from now, because you chose that, hey, I'm going to take action and accountability for my life, you're going to be proud of yourself. And you're going to be placed in positions you would have never imagined. And you're going to be grateful for it. And you're going to learn that, hey, discipline is good. I like discipline, right? Because discipline gets me to where I want to be. And that's when a boy becomes a man, is when he realizes that a nice hard schedule, intentionally thought out, planned. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I know what I'm doing on the weekend. I know what the objective is. His whole life is built from a vision. That's where a boy becomes a man. And it is a great thing. So hustle, do what you guys got to do. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care. God bless.